Hi, welcome back to SQL Database Administration Hub. Today, we're learning how to read SQL Server Error Logs like a senior DBA. The error log is one of the most valuable sources of information about your server's health, and knowing how to navigate it efficiently is a skill that sets experienced DBAs apart. Let's dive in. SQL Server writes important events, warnings, and errors to the error log. Everything from service startups and shutdowns to backup completions, login failures, and critical database errors. A senior DBA checks the error log regularly as part of their daily routine, not just when something goes wrong. In this video, we'll cover where the error log lives and how to access it, what to look for and what to ignore, and how to filter the log efficiently to find the information that matters. Using both SSMS and TSQL, SQL Server maintains multiple error log files. By default, it keeps the current log plus 6 archived logs,
cycling to a new log file each time SQL Server restarts. You can increase the number of logs retained.
Under SQL Server Agent Properties if you need more history. There are 3 ways to access the error log.
First, through SSMS, expand Management, then SQL Server Logs. You'll see the current log and all archived logs.
Double-click any log to open the log file viewer, which lets you filter, search, and combine multiple logs into a single view.
Second, using the System Stored Procedure XP-Read Error Log. Exec-C XP-Read Error Log 0, 1, and error, null, 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 and desk.
The first parameter is the log number, 0 is current, 1 is the first archive, and so on. The third parameter is a search string.
This returns only lines containing the word error. This is much faster than scrolling through thousands of lines manually.
Third, the error log file itself is a plain text file stored in the SQL Server log directory, which you can find by running exec-c xp-read error log 01 and logging SQL Server messages in file.
The first line of the error log always contains the file path.
The error log contains a mix of informational messages, warnings, and genuine errors. The skill is knowing which ones need attention. Let's focus on the errors
and which ones you can safely ignore. Always investigate immediately. Severity level 17 and above errors
indicate resource failures and potential data integrity issues. Error 823 and 824 indicate I/O errors and potential corruption. Treat these as emergencies.
The message SQL Server has encountered X occurrences of I/O requests taking longer than 15 seconds indicates serious I/O problems. A significant part of SQL Server process memory has been paged out. This indicates severe memory pressure.
Monitor regularly. Login failures can indicate a security breach or misconfigured application connection strings.
Backup success and failure messages verify backups are completing successfully every day. Database state changes, databases going offline, entering suspect mode, or changing recovery state.
SQL Server service restarts. Unexpected restarts indicate crashes that need investigation.
Safe to ignore in most cases. This is an informational message only. Entries are genuinely informational. The startup messages that appear every time SQL Server starts. Version information, memory configuration, CPU information.
Database backed up messages in high-frequency backup environments can be extremely numerous, but are simply confirmations of successful backups.
On busy servers, the error log can contain hundreds of thousands of lines. Finding what you need without efficient filtering is painful. Here are the techniques senior DBAs use. Use XP-Read Error Log with date range filters to limit results to a specific time window. For example, to see only messages from the last 24 hours. Exec-C XP-Read Error Log 0, 1, error, null, date, hour, 24, get date, end desk. Search for specific error numbers. If you know you're looking for backup failures, search for failed. XP-Read Error Log 0, 1, end failed, end backup.
Both search terms must appear in the same line for it to be returned. This is essentially an AND filter.
Combine multiple log files in the SMS log file viewer by checking multiple logs in the left panel. Useful when you're investigating an incident that spans multiple server restarts. Create a SQL Server agent job that runs daily and uses XP-Read Error Log to check for specific error patterns, then alerts you if any are found. This turns error log monitoring from a reactive manual task into a proactive automated one.
Also check the Windows Application Event Log. SQL Server writes many events there as well, and some problems only appear in the Windows Event Log and not in the SQL Server Error Log.
And that's how to read error logs like a senior DBA. To recap, the error log is accessible through SSMS, XP Read Error Log, and the physical log file, and SQL Server retains multiple archived logs for historical review. You know what to prioritize immediately: severity 17 plus errors, IO errors, and database state changes, and what to monitor regularly.
Backup completions, login failures, and unexpected restarts.
And you can filter efficiently using date ranges, keyword searches, and automated monitoring jobs to find what matters without drowning in informational noise. Making error log review part of your daily morning routine is one of the habits that separates proactive DBAs from reactive ones. Subscribe so you don't miss the next video, and I'll see you there.
Generous Academy.